Hey y'all, it's Heather. Today we're going to make fermented honey garlic. This is some I already have going. You can see the honey is very loose. There's nothing in here but garlic and honey. The juice from the garlic makes the honey a lot thinner. All you need is some garlic, organic if you can find it, and some local unpasteurized honey. We're slowly cleaning up all our garlic from the garden. It is tedious and time consuming, and I just don't have a lot of patience for it, so it takes a while. This is my latest little batch that we have cleaned up, and I'm just going to cut off any bad spots, anything that I don't want in my honey garlic, and then I'll add them to this jar of honey, and if it's not enough, then I'll add more honey to the jar. But I'm going to use this because it's open already. And I make this to take on a daily basis. Just eat a clove of this after it's fermented for quite some time. I like to let mine ferment for even up to a year. I have some here that's been in there for over a year because September was a year, and you can see how dark the honey is and how dark the garlic is. You can eat it whenever you get ready. The garlic and honey is going to have the medicinal benefits no matter how old it is. But then you do get the fermented quality when you let it sit a little longer. The garlic loses its heat the longer it sits. Like if you eat this right now, whoo, not tasty. Where I would even say this is candied. And it's not for everybody, but I really like it. So anyway, I was saying I'll eat like a clove a day if I remember. Sometimes, of course, I don't remember. And then if I get sick with something like, a coldish type sickness, then I will bump that up to taking it every couple hours, a clove. And sore throat or anything like that, anything you'd use cough syrup for, or anything I would use cough syrup for, I just take the honey by the spoonful like that. And then I will add it to like salad dressings. The garlic, when I make salsa, I will add this if I don't have any garlic on hand, or I don't feel like chopping up garlic, peeling it and chopping it. I will just get a few cloves out of there and throw in my salsa. I don't know. I use it in different cooking things. I can't really think of anything else right now. And I'll put the honey and stuff for sweetener. If I need to add a little bit of honey to something, I'll use that, especially if it's something savory, because it'll have the garlic taste. I've cleaned up the garlic. I mostly cut the little ends off. I don't know, there's like a little brown spot there when you peel it. And I'm sure it would be fine to eat. I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm just going to add this garlic to my honey. And I'll just turn this upside down for a little while, let the garlic get nice and coated with the honey. And if it's not totally covering the garlic, then I will add more honey to this. But it may be enough. We'll see. I just like to use what's open before I open something else. You can see the honey is really thick like honey, but even by tomorrow, you will see some change in that consistency. Okay, and the garlic is coated with the honey. You can see we have some down here, so I'm just going to leave it like that so I can add more garlic to this. Then I'll top it off with honey, but in the next day or two, it's going to get thin, just like this one, and I'll be able to swish it around and the garlic will start to sink a little bit. It doesn't matter if I have it all the way full of garlic. That garlic is not going to sink right away. So that's it. It's easy, healthy remedy. The hardest part is peeling that doggone garlic. But anyway, something good to have on hand. for yourself and your family, for everyday immune support, but also in case you come down with a little something, something, then you have that on hand. And oh, I should mention, I would say I didn't have any already made up, then I mean, I would take it whenever I needed it. The only thing, like I said, was it's going to be hot. I don't particularly care for it before it's really, really sweet, all the way through the garlic. But 4 to 6 weeks, or say you're sick next week, take it. Just get you some out of here. Let it keep doing its thing. Let it keep sitting. The other thing to mention is it is fermenting in here. So you're going to want to loosen your lid and leave it loose if you don't think you're going to be able to remember to burp it. And I burp mine a couple times a day sometimes once a day. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. But I always leave it on the counter until it stops building that gas up inside of here. But you'll know because this will not be flexible at all. But you're not going to hurt anything. Just open it. It'll say, psh, and some garlic smell will come out. And then you can tighten it back down. Or I have in the past just left it loose so that gases can come out of it. There may be a reason why you want the gases to build up. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I can only tell you the way I do things. And this is how I do this for me and my family. You may do it differently. Other people may do it differently. That is all fine and well. And that's okay, because guess what? The world would be very, very boring if we were all the same and did everything the same way. Anyway, this is how I make my fermented honey garlic. I hope this inspires you to do a little something for yourself. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. It helps us out and doesn't cost you anything. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time.